Right, when you've got two matrices, one after the other, you've got from point P to Q and then from Q to R, which means that you go from P to Q to R using one then two matrices. The rules are that you get the second matrice, which is 1, 0, 0, minus 1, and times it by the first matrice, which is 0, minus 1, minus 1, 0, and it has to be in that order. So if you multiply those two together, instead of having two transformations, it turns both of the transformations into one transformation, which is easier to work with. So if we do 1 times 0 is 0, plus 0 times minus 1 is 0. And then if we do 1 times minus 1 is minus 1, plus 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0, minus 1 times minus 1 is 1. And 0 times minus 1 is 0, and minus 1 times 0 is 0. So the one-step matrice, or the one-step transformation, instead of having two different transformations, is 0, minus 1, 1, 0. So that transformation leaps you from point P to point R. So that means that if you multiply that one transformation, which is 0, minus 1, 1, 0, by a coordinate, which is the coordinate you're trying to find, which is the point P, which is the one you started with, so you're going backwards, it tells you that you ended up with an answer of minus 4, 3. So working backwards, if you multiply those two matrices together, so 0 times x is 0, and minus 1 times y is minus y, and 1 times x is x, and 0 times y is y, which means that the coordinate must be that, which means that x is 3 and y is 4. So the coordinate P is 3, 4.